Hey guys, what's up? I'm here with another Blu-ray DVD collection update. I didn't think I'd be back this soon, but I got a couple things, some stuff from FYE, some stuff I ordered, and something I picked up because I felt obligated to pick it up. I guess I'll start with the thing I got, um, probably the thing I got earliest. I got the Blu-ray DVD edition of the Hateful Eight. Um, I know there are a lot of people out there who said that this was one of Tarantino's worst, but I'll be honest. I honestly think it's a solid Tarantino film. Might even be like my second favorite Tarantino film, mainly because I finally got to see one of his films theatrically, and this was it. And I saw it with my friends, and we all equally thought it was very good. And decided to decided to pick up the Blu-ray of it, and yet the Blu-ray does not have the 70mm 3.5 hour long version of the film. So I'm a little upset about that because I wanted to see the 70mm version. Hopefully we'll get a Blu-ray release of it or a special edition release, but for now I have the regular Blu-ray edition. I got it from Target because it had like an exclusive documentary about the making of the film, as well as exclusive like holographic slipcover. At least that's what it said on the packaging, and as far as I could tell, no one else, like Walmart or anything like, or anybody else, had the holographic packaging. Something I got in the mail a couple days ago, so I haven't watched it, is the Corpse Grinders 2, a sequel to the classic Ted V. Michaels B movie, The Corpse Grinders from 1971. This came out 29 years after the fact, and it is considered to be worse than the first one. I'm really interested because it's like basically this. Apparently, it's supposed to be basically the same exact movie, except this time they throw in cannibal cat women from outer space, and that's really it. It's still directed by Ted V. Michaels. He came back to make this film. Something interesting is Ted V. Michaels. He stopped directing for a while. And then suddenly, in the 2000s, he decided, hey, you remember the Corpse Grinders and Astro Zombies, those two really bad movies I made in the 60s and 70s? I'm gonna make sequels to those, almost 30 years after the fact. Next we get on to some stuff that I got at FYE today. Not too much stuff. They were having a sale, buy one, get one, 50% off for used Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff, so I decided to go ahead and bite. I got Feast 2 Sloppy Seconds, which I like. I have the first Feast movie, and I like the first Feast movie. The third one I honestly think is a bit shaky, although I do like the ending to the third one, because it's just really unexpected and weird. But I still like Feast 2. I think it's a solid movie. There's a bit too much CG gore, but I still think it's definitely a funny little horror comedy. Very gross and a little stupid, but fun as hell. Next we got one from Full Moon's Grindhouse collection. It's Froylan Devil. Don't know much about this movie. I know it's part of the Full Moon Grindhouse collection, which is basically just them putting out old Grindhouse movies that they have the rights to, and not remastering them or restoring them to be good quality. They're just kind of VHS quality. I decided to get it because it had been there, because this exact copy of it has been sitting in that FYE for about a year, and I was like, it's used. It was only like $5. And it was buy one get one half off, so I figured, why the hell not? I haven't watched it, but from what I've heard, Froylan Devil, also known as like Women of the SS or something. I forget what the other title is. I think it might be like Fräulein Kitty or something like that. I know there are a few different titles to this movie, but from what I've heard, this is This is a Nazi-exploitation film, and this is probably one of the weakest, most non-sleazy Nazi-exploitation films. And I enjoy Nazi-exploitation films. I mean, I love the Elsa films. I've seen almost all of them. I'm only missing the very last one from my collection. And I love like Surf Nazis Must Die. That one's really fun. Uh, Nazi-exploitation as a genre is a very interesting one. I also really enjoy Gestapo's Last Orgy. That's also a very sleazy little piece of Nazi-exploitation. But yeah. Um, Next, we got one that I actually is another one that I've actually seen before that I think is actually a really good movie. It's from Pascal Longier. I hope I am pronouncing that correctly, because I keep messing that one up. It's The Tall Man, basically his movie that everybody was like, oh, it's like the fucking Slender Man movie. And then a bunch of people saw it and they were like, that was the worst fucking thing ever. And I'm just like, guys, did you even watch the movie? This movie is actually really good. And it's pretty creepy overall. It's got a cool little twist to the movie. Yeah, no, I like this. I really like this movie, honestly. It's not the best, but it's far from being a bad movie. It's really well written, well shot. The acting is pretty good overall. Uh, it's basically about a mining town where there's this legendary kind of monster man called the Tall Man who kidnaps children from this town, and they don't know what happens to these children, and they don't know if this tall man is a monster, or if he's a demon, or a ghost, or an actual person. They don't know anything. And in this film, you basically go through it and find out who is doing it. Well, you know, what's going on with the tall man. Um, this is my first Jean Rollin film. He's a French director, and people often call him the French equivalent of Jess Franco, Jess Franco, oh my gosh, his movies are really bad. Like, the only Jess Franco movie I own is Also the Wicked Warden, and even that movie isn't that great. The only other film I've seen from Jess Franco is uh, Oasis of the Zombies, which is often considered to be his worst film, and it is really bad. Like, not even fun bad. It's probably one of the worst zombie films I've ever seen. We have a zombie movie from Jean Rollin called The Living Dead Girl. This is another one I don't know much about. I got this for like $8. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that's that movie I've heard things about. And that's really all I know. I know it involves like a girl who comes back from the dead after toxic waste is like dumped on her grave, and she like has to eat people and drink blood in order to survive. And it's supposed to be really like nasty sex-filled, sleazy exploitation film. Really looking forward to finally getting around to this one. It's been on my watch list for quite a while. And finally, we get a movie that I literally got because it was in the clearance section for $1 at FYE, and I figured, why the hell not? It's called Broken Vessels. I have no idea what this is or what it's about, but according to the back, Roger Ebert reviewed this film and gave it a 3 out of 4. And that's to me, if somebody that, you know, I mean, I don't fully trust Roger Ebert. I mean, he definitely had seen a lot of movies. You know, but there are a lot of movies that I personally really like that he hated. So I can't really say that he's like the best film critic ever. But if he gives a film a 3 out of 4 and it is cheap, and I find it for real cheap, I think I might as well pick it up. It also says on the back here, it's Repo Man meets Trainspotting. Now this movie came out and actually came out in '98. So this was before Repo the Genetic Opera or that other film Repo Man. We were talking about Repo Man, the film about the guy in the repossession company. I haven't seen that one, but this is like some kind of weird. I don't know, like the cover for it makes it look like a horror film, but apparently it's like a drama film. like, I guess it has to do with like some guy that is that works with in an ambulance or whatever, and he kind of like Old 37, how they go out and kill people. I guess this is kind of similar to that. And if this isn't a horror film, then this cover is complete lies. But yeah, I got this for $1. That's really it for now. I'm sure I'll be back here in a couple weeks. I got a couple things that I've pre-ordered that should be coming in soon enough. I think it's funny how after Horror Hound I told myself I'm not going to be spending much money, and then I go out and do this. But whatever. Anyway, guys, I'm Biscaboo69 signing off. Peace.